Hello, dear friends on Facebook and on YouTube. Good afternoon to you from Kyiv, Ukraine. My name is Anu Ojo, and I'm welcoming you to this episode. This is Ask Pastor Sunday Show. Well, this is that special show on DSA platform where Dr. Sunday Adelaja gives answers to every question that is thrown or shot at him, as you might like it. All right, so at this point, I would like to introduce no other person but Dr. Sunday Adelaja to you all. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Well, doing very bright. I'm happy that it's weekend. So let's start with the first question. The question will be shown on the screen so that our viewers will be able to see the question, and I will be reading it from here. All right. So let's have the question. Dr. Sunday, what happens in a case when the wife or the husband is permanently disabled and unable to have sex? What can the healthy partner do to meet their sexual needs without sinning? Can they separate or divorce, or are they allowed to marry a new partner for that purpose and intimacy, or are they supposed to forever give up sex, which would be like torture? I would love to have a detailed response. Thank you, sir.
You started this with a very, very hard question, a very, very uneasy question. But it's a question of life. It's real life. What I will suggest is that this partner will agree what to do with the wife or with the partner. So if I were you, I personally would not say, this is the way out or that is the way out. The way I will approach this is talk to each other, let the husband and the wife speak to one another, and agree on the best way for them to come out of the situation. It has to be a situation, a question that is resolved within the context of the family, the nucleus family itself. So if the other person gives you the permission to go ahead and do one thing or the other, then that will be it. But it has to be an agreement between the two of you. I don't think you need to bring the third person into the scenario and into the picture in that kind of situation. Too private, too intimate, too personal, and it has to be within that covenant. Because when you married your wife and your husband, you enter into a covenant with them. So you have to resolve it within that covenant, and the only third person in that covenant is God.
Wow, great. So I want to believe that gives a good answer. I mean, it's between both of you, and you should settle it between both of you and have your agreements. Well, thank you so much, sir. I mean, it turned out that it was not so much a difficult question for you. Yeah, because you said that I started.
No, it's a difficult question in the sense that not for me. The defender is a life difficult question of life.
All right.
It's a complex question of life.
All right.
It's not about answer, but about the situation of people, what people are going through. That's a difficult situation.
Yeah, so you'd advise them to just to agree together on what they want to do.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir. I will go to the next question. In response to your video, my take on pastors praying for Donald Trump, I want to ask a question. Don't be offended. Do you normally ask God for the decisions you take? For example, you said you support Buhari and Osinbajo before election, while so many prophecies didn't support it. And we see what is happening now. Looking at what Trump has been doing that is against the will of God for man, why are you still looking at his past?
Okay. I'm not sure I'm looking at his past. If I personally, I don't know what video my take on pastors praying for Donald Trump. Do I have a video like that?
I think you have a video like that.
Okay. I don't know what I said. I can't remember what I said in that place, but let me just tell you what I believe. concerning Donald Trump. I believe that Donald Trump is the voice, is the will of God for America. I believe that God gave Donald Trump to America to be able to save America from the degradation that America was going through. And I believe that despite the personal failures and characteristics of Donald Trump, I believe that he is the kind of person that could do what America needed to sway the country away from the destructive path that they were moving in. Now, I have critical views of Donald Trump, my critical view is only in regards to his personality and his behavior, not about the will of God in regards to him being president or not. My critical view will be about the fact that Donald Trump is a narcissist. Donald Trump is a narcissist and is also a psychopath. So he's a psychopath, he's a narcissistic psychopath. He's a narcissist psychopath. And because of that, it's very obvious. So I'm not judging him for what he did or for his past. I'm using his behavior right now, his style, his method, his attitude, his response, his behavior. That's what I'm judging. I'm just saying, concerning Donald Trump, that the fact that it is the will of God for him to be there doesn't mean that I should close my eyes or turn blind eyes to the obviously wrong thing that he's doing. So the obvious wrong thing that he's doing must be noted, despite the fact that I support him to be the president of America. The fact that I support him to be the president doesn't mean I should not just say everything is okay and it's fine. That will not be fair. So that is what people do. They say, if you are my enemy, then you are bad. Everything about you is bad. But if you are my friend, then everything about you is good. But it's not like that for me. I operate by the law of difference. I see things in colors, and I see all the diversities and different aspects of things. So that is in regards to Donald Trump. With pastors praying for him, I think there is nothing bad that the pastors are praying for him. Only the pastors, what I was probably talking about in that video is that the hypocrisy of the American evangelicals. So American evangelicals will condemn Obama just because maybe for one reason or the other, but Obama as a person and in personal character is much more pious than Donald Trump. So, but they will hate him, they will come against him as if he's devil himself. But the person, Donald Trump himself, with behavior and in his values and character, is more devil than Obama. But then they will just keep quiet as if nothing is happening. But I say, no, when Obama is doing anything right, commend him. Don't just say he's just wrong. And when he's doing anything wrong, talk about that too. The same with Donald Trump. When he's doing something wrong, also notice what he's doing wrong. For example, I said, pastors, who are praying for him, they should also be able to be free to speak loudly and openly about his narcissistic nature, about the way he's relating to women, about how he's degrading women. That is intolerable, or what they call it? Intolerable, something that we should not tolerate. The way he's reducing and humiliating other national leaders, other presidents, other people, other countries, the way he's bullying nations, other countries, and other heads of states, and even people, his opponents, and the way he's behaving to journalists and things like that. So all those things should be noted as well. We should not just say, okay, it's all right. Now let's come back to Nigeria. So I think the question here is, why am I? Show the question again. So I think what he's trying to find out about Nigeria is, why should I support? Is he saying, why should I support? For example, you said you support Buhari and Oshibajo before election. why so many prophecies didn't support it. Yeah, exactly. And that is before election. That's exactly what I said, that all those prophecies are fake. And the fact that they said Jonathan was going to win, and that is for everybody's eyes to open, that it's, they are just prophesying their wish and their desire rather than prophesying what God told them. God never told them. If God had told them that Jonathan was going to win, he was going to win. But God didn't tell them in the first place. I knew that God didn't tell them that, because I knew for sure that Jonathan was not going to win. I knew Buhari was going to win and Osinbajo. At that point, that was the best choice for Nigeria, and I knew it was God's choice. So I was just simply on God's side. In the area of Buhari and Osinbajo, I was just on God's side. And personally, apart from being on God's side, just even looking at the statistics and looking at using my mind, using my common sense, the personality and the leadership qualities of Buhari and Jonathan, I will not open my eyes and support Jonathan, because I know him personally. I met with him personally. I had interactions with him. So I know that, people who support him, either because they are prejudiced, or they are just supporting him blindly, or they just don't think, or they don't know him, one of the two, or they have their ulterior interest, but they don't have the interest of the nation at hand. But right now, even right now, I'm still insisting at the fact that, thank God I supported Buhari, because if Jonathan had continued, he would have run the country down. The country would have been a mess right now. And now, so what are the other things? Let's go back to the question again. I think he has some concerns.
Yeah, the first question that he asked was, do you normally ask...
Speak loud, basically.
Okay, the first question he asked was that, do you normally ask God for the decision you take?
Not all the time. Sometimes God doesn't need to take decisions because he's giving me common sense to do it. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you ask God, sometimes no, I don't have to ask God because I can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I think you've covered the other part of the question, because he said now, for example, you said you support Buhari and Osinbajo before election.
Yeah, concerning Buhari and Osinbajo, I will continue my thought on that.
Yeah.
Concerning Buhari and Osinbajo, people say, are you still supporting him right now? Oh yes, if there is going to be a difference, a choice between him and only between him and Atiku, only him I'm going to support. I'm not going to support Atiku, because I'm not so gullible to that extent. I'm going to support Buhari against Atiku. But if Buhari is going to come against the new younger generation, I would rather support the younger generation. But they don't have a chance. Let's say there is a chance for Sowore to run against Buhari, then I could support Sowore rather than Buhari. Let's say there is a chance for Moghalu to run against Buhari one-on-one, neck-to-neck, then I will support Moghalu. Let's say there is a chance for Obi Ezekwesili to run against Buhari one-on-one, and if they have a chance, then I will support Obi. But with the way it is right now, for me to pretend and say that it is not Atiku and Buhari that are the front runner is to live in delusion. But I'm not so deluded to think like that. I know that right now, the way things are, it is only Buhari and Atiku. And because of that, I'm going to support Buhari, because Buhari is much better. Because I don't believe in Atiku. I believe in Buhari more. And I know that anybody who really wants to go by the fact will follow Buhari. Right now, the fact that things not difficult in Nigeria, for Nigerians, yes, things are difficult, I know, and things are probably going to get better, more difficult. But that's the way life is. Things need to get worse before it gets better. Things need to fall down before it can arise. So but I think it's putting the things in place for the country to be able to rise. I think it will do much more better, and there is going to be better results and better better growth in his next 4 years than the past 4 years. I think he's on the right path. He's not done as much as I would have liked him to do. He has disappointed me with his results and achievements. I think they are too small and they are too limited. But in general, if to compare it with Jonathan, what Jonathan was doing, Jonathan was catastrophic. Jonathan's situation was catastrophic. And, But yeah, in comparing to the future, I would say it will really do better for the future. I think the best thing for country to do right now is to let Buhari be there so that it could consolidate the things that he was doing. If you want some more facts, I will definitely give you facts why I believe that Buhari is on the right path and is doing better than the Jonathan government. He's even doing better than most of the years that PDP had been in power. So I believe that Buhari has more integrity than Atiku, and APC has more focus than PDP. So that's my own belief.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Sunday, during that show that you give people the opportunity to voice their opinion, to also argue, and not just in the show. I stay with you and I see how you also do it. I mean, present your argument, present your logic. Let's have a
logical argument.
Yeah, logical argument, and let the person with the superior argument win.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to the next question immediately, and I'll read it from here. It says, what is the best way for someone to achieve mastery of self? Yeah, the next question. I am a person who have wasted most of my life in the church, and after listening to hundreds of your messages, I understand that I have not only believed in God wrongly, but I have also neglected my duties and purpose in life. I am in my late 30s. How can I accelerate my learning and development to make up for the lost time and maximize my potential?
If you say you have listened to hundreds of my messages, which I doubt that is hundreds with this question, because with this question, you know, there's no way you would have listened to hundreds of my messages and not have answers to this question. First of all, I have a book that is dedicated to that topic, and the book is called How to Regain Your Lost Years. But apart from the book, I have what series is that? I have many series. For example, there is a series I have that is just on this topic you are talking about. The series that is called the Time, Work, and Conversion series. So if you go to that series, Time, Work, and Conversion series, is all about how for you to maximize your life. Apart from that, we have another series which is called the Effective Living series. The Effective Living series. So if you go to that series as well, the Effective Living series, you also find out how to maximize your life. So, for example, in this series, you see topics like how to win in life, stop being busy and become productive. So, and then you have another topic, until you learn to say no, you will be the last in life. Another topic, who are those who win in life? To win in life, you must love diligence and be diligent. To win in life, you need to be an upstart. To win in life, you must be a fighter. If you want to win in life, you must be persistent. Persistence must be your watchword. To win in life, you must be consumed with a zeal. To win in life, and that's another book I have, How to Win in Life. And another book I have is How to Get What You Want in Life. Another book is How to Live an Effective Life. Another book is Life is an Opportunity. I'm going to release another book soon, How to Live to the Full. So, so many books that I've written that address this same question. So there is no way you could even be thinking you don't have enough. There is no other place, other platform in this world you will go to where you have so many answers, so much answers to that question on how to maximize your life. And it's not just about the YouTube materials, but it's also about the books. You have too much to be able to become anybody you want to become as fast as possible.
Yep, so there you have it. Apart from listening to the messages on YouTube, I would advise you personally to try to read those books, because those books will definitely be helpful. All of Dr. Sunday's books on life would definitely help you. His books on conversion, on time, how to become great through time conversion, and a lot of those books. So for you to get these books, you can read them free actually by subscribing to Amazon Kindle Unlimited. So you could go subscribe and get all of his books for free, read them, and also you could order for the books at the lowest price that you might be able to get anywhere by writing to us here at dsasbooks@gmail.com. dsasbooks@gmail.com. So you could write and you could get the books bulk. That's if you want to get it in bulk. But if you want to get one or two, you could just buy it on Amazon or Okada Books or any bookstore close to you. All right, thank you, DSA. We'll be going to the next question immediately. All right, so this person is asking you, says, "Good day, sir. Thank you so much for your teaching on love. Though I am based in Europe, the suffering of my people in Nigeria aches my heart. I have tried helping by sending money home to help, but I notice Nigerians are dubious people and are not interested in helping themselves, not to talk about helping others. As soon as you help them once, they just want to depend on you and keep asking you for money. So how can you help this person?"
I've also recognized and realized the same tendency in our people. What I would recommend is that the best help you could give to these people is to encourage them to go and learn. Not to go to school or to go and learn trade, but to go and renew their mind. The problem we're having is not that our people are bad as such, but our value systems are wrong. And that example you just gave points to the fact that we have the wrong value system. So I will encourage you to go and recommend to them to, first of all, listen to messages that will alter their value systems before you give them practical physical help. If you give them practical physical help, they will keep on, behaving just the way you described. But if you insist that, for example, one of my cousins, he wanted help from me, so I told him, go and listen to 200 of my messages and give me exams. I told him the lessons you have learned from all the 200 messages. And after I did that, then I sent the money to him.
Amazing.
Even though he's my brother, he's my cousin, but still, go and do your own work first.
Yeah. And work on yourself.
Yes, because I'm more interested in your change, in you changing, you being the right kind of person than just the help that you need. You think that that's the help you need, but the real help you need is to change your content.
Yeah, great, true. And I think that is that's the most important need or help that we can give to Nigeria at this point in time. We need to work on the inner content, to change the inner content of Nigerians, to work on their values, and to change the vices into virtues. So there you have it. I mean, I'm sure many people on this platform too, in one way or the other, have been trying to do things for Nigeria, especially here. But I think the most important thing to do to people right now is not to give them money, but to give them the messages, send them books, write to us. We have the WhatsApp number where you could send in the number of your relatives in Nigeria. Let them send us their numbers on the WhatsApp number and let them connect to us so that we can be sending them messages. As a matter of fact, we are committed to sending messages every day, short messages that wouldn't require a lot of data. So the number is on your screen now, plus 380 98596 3838. So just send the number to this WhatsApp number. We'll be able to send them messages every day that can help in renewing their mind. That will be the greatest gift that you can give to them. Thank you so much. All right, so we'll go to the next question. Sir, please help me. Since I started following you, my husband and kids are having issues with me because I don't go to the church we used to go, and I stopped doing all those religious jargons we practiced before.
Yeah, well, first of all, you have to let them know base for process. You have to let them know that you love them. You have to begin to show to them your love, more care. Go intentional, be intentional in demonstrating to them more of your love, more of your care. Begin to do something constructive with your life that you didn't do before. Let them begin to see the product and the results that you are producing with your life. Be intentional to be kind to them more than ever before. And that way you'll be able to sway them and be able to at least let them know that you are okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that you're a changed person. They'll be able to notice that, oh, okay, dad or mom is different. So they, at least your fruit would be able to win them, and beyond your persuasion or you trying to convince them to follow you. So thank you so much, DSA, for that answer. We'll go to the next question. Hello, DSA. I am a young man who has been battling with lust for a long time. It's difficult for me to see a beautiful lady and not have erection or be driven to have sex with her. Sometimes I control myself, but most times I can't. Please, how can I overcome lust? Or is it a spiritual problem?
Oh yeah, I have 2 books on that. I think we should show the books now. The book on masturbation and how to live sexually free. Yeah, I received testimonies a lot from people who have read the, some of them didn't even read the book, some of them just read the article. I wrote an article in the internet. You can go for Sunday Adelaja, how to overcome masturbation and sexual sins, and you see the articles. But you have a book, I have 2 books on that. So how to live sexually free and how to overcome masturbation. You just need to have skills. There are some skills and understanding about that you could have. So that is the book on masturbation there, understanding and overcoming masturbation. It will really help you. And I think every young man, don't kill yourself for that, because every young man has the same challenge. So it's okay, you just need to know how to deal with it.
All right. Yep, so that's the book there, Understanding and Overcoming Masturbation. And the other book is Living Sexually Free. So yeah, you could get this book. You could get this book on Amazon by subscribing to Amazon Kindle on Unlimited, or you could get it, just buy it on Amazon, or you could write to the office. You could write to the office at dsasbooks@gmail.com, dsasbooks@gmail.com. That is that, and we'll go to the next question now. Sir, I have a friend who has been sexually abused by someone close to her. It made her isolate herself. She's depressed almost all the time. How can I help her, Pastor? I am confused.
Oh yeah, I've dealt with that. If you go to my YouTube page, you just go to YouTube and write Sunday Adelaja Abuse and Recovery series. Abuse and Recovery is series number 22. Abuse and Recovery. So I have topics there that will really help them. Even though I'm talking about spiritual abuse, religious abuse, but it's the same thing. It was the same principles of healing from abuses will really be able to help this person. And also the person can read the books that I wrote over there. Another thing that could be able to help her is I have another series that is called Confidence. Confidence. You can just go to YouTube, look for the series on confidence. So it's YouTube, Sunday Adelaja Confidence, and all the messages there, or Confidence series. It's called Confidence series. I think it is series number Confidence, Self-Confidence. It's called Self-Confidence. It's series number 15. The other one is series number 22. This one is series number 15. Yeah, so those 2 series will be able to help her.
Yeah, and I think you also wrote the books. Someone just suggested that on the comment section.
Yes.
That Don't Touch Me.
Oh yeah, that's another book. I can show you the book right here. Don't Touch Me, I Am Hurting. Don't Touch Me, I'm Hurting. Yeah, that book will really help the person. Don't Touch Me, I'm Hurting. That is one of the books. that I've written recently on that topic. Or Why Am I Unlucky is another book. Why Am I Unlucky is another book that will be able to help this fellow.
All right. Thank you, DSA. This person is asking, how can someone deal, maybe parents right now, how to deal with rebellion in teenagers? How can we help with rebellion in teenagers?
All these questions that you are asking, I have hours and hours of detailed teachings on them. If you go to YouTube, and I'm going to do it right now, just for you to see. So Sunday Adelaja, then write teenagers. Teenagers. Okay, I'm writing teenagers. So what do I have? I didn't write it right. Teenagers. Okay. Sunday Adelaja teenagers. Let's see. First of all, we have a whole teenage HMT, but those are just the HMT. But let's look at what I have said about teenagers concerning troubles with teenagers. See, this one says what teenagers expect from their parents. That is me talking for 1 hour on what teenagers expect from their parents. That's number one. But that's not the end. Keep on going. Teenagers, Sunday Adelaja. Okay, another one is parenting 18-year-old teenagers. Specific. You see, these are the topics I've done, and that is another 1 hour teaching over there just for teenagers. And if you go to the family series, then another one here, laws of raising godly children. That is from me as well. Then another one is parenting must be structured, different ages, between the age of 0 to 3, 3 to 7, and different age groups like that. So if you go to the family series, you will see all of them over there. Then 8 to 11, 12 to 16, and then the purpose of parenting, children of this age and that age. So I have a lot of those teachings on family series. If you just write Sunday Adelaja family series, you'll be able to see all the things that are in regards to teenagers and how to deal with teenagers, especially troubled teenagers. Then I have another teaching on behavioral patterns of boys, especially boys who grow up without a father, and behavioral patterns of girls who grow up without a father, and the problems with boys, girls, all those things are over there. Many hours of teachings.
All right. Well, in asking Dr. Sunday questions, I'm like, it's like you've answered all the questions that people have. With all the teachings that you had and the books you've written, like people already have answers. I think they just don't know that the answers are there. Many people don't know that the answers are there, because if you go to Sunday Adelaja Official on YouTube, that is a treasure house. Like that is the materials that are there, they're enough to transform the whole world. Not just an individual, but it can change the whole world. But many people don't know that it's there. So I would like you to visit Sunday Adelaja Official, and you just explore. Just go there and explore on all of the materials and resources that are there. You will be overwhelmed. Trust me, you'll be overwhelmed. But for you to deal with that feeling of being overwhelmed, you could just help yourself, all right, by sharing it to people. So when you are feeling so overwhelmed, share it to your family members and tell them, hey, come and see what I'm experiencing here. All of our questions are answered in just one platform. So you could help your friends, you could help your family members by sharing that the YouTube channel. I mean, those teachings are free, guys. You could listen to them free at any time. So you don't have to pay a dime to listen to those videos. So do well to share, let people know that there is a place where they can get answers to their questions. They don't have to pay money to get it. They don't have to run to see one prophet and one person. They can get it free, and they can change their lives by just sitting down and listening to this video. So the video, the YouTube channel is Sunday Adelaja Official. Sunday Adelaja Official. You could get all of these materials there freely. I don't know if you want to continue.
Yes, I want to add more to it. If you are having problems with your children, I will also recommend you another resource, other teachings, which will be in regards to yourself. How you need to change your attitude to be able to get results. If you go to the Love series, it's called Love and Checklist series. If you go to Love series, just write Love series, you will see a whole bunch of teachings. But I want to give you specific teachings. Like one of the teaching is love can be tough. You know, just Sunday Adelaja, love can be tough. Tough love. That is in relations to parents. You might need to be able to apply that, because if you've not been tough enough, you should see the basis for that. No, sometimes you might need to be tough on your children to really help them. Another teaching that is here that I think could also be good in relations to your children is, let me see. You know, these are just teachings that, okay, this other teaching says, irrational love leads to hatred. This is one of the reasons why a lot of our children come against us, because we had loved them with an irrational love. Irrational love leads to hatred. Another teaching that I have a whole list of teaching why love turns to hate. Why is it that your children that used to love you before, now they hate you? Why love turns to hate? You might want to also listen to that teaching. Then another one you might want to listen to is why people let us down. Why people let us down. Yeah, well, I think that will be enough for now, right?
Yep. So, I mean, that's it. That's a word to explore. How do you deal with betrayal from someone you trusted and was close to? Now, this person is describing that I housed her and I helped her get a job in my place of work. But now, she's desperately trying to get me disgraced and sacked. It is very heartbreaking.
Yep. Very, very heartbreaking. And what I would say is to visit the Love series and just forgive them. Sometimes that behavior, that betrayal is to protect you too. People are people. That is how people are. I've gone through that a lot. I go through that all the time. It's to help you. It's to help you better. You might not know now, or it might not look so right now, but with time, you will see that God is protecting you. Because if she has not behaved like that, you would have kept her, thinking that she's your friend. But now you have seen the true face. So when crisis comes against us, sometimes it is to reveal our friends, but sometimes to reveal our enemies. So crisis will reveal, I suppose, the enemies within. And this is one of the things that has just happened. But another thing that happens is that we sometimes, because we help people, we expect them to be grateful and to at least behave normal to us. But people are people. This is for us to also know that we shouldn't put our trust in people. And anything we do to people, we should just do as if we do to God. And yeah, it's very painful what you are talking about. But you have to think less about it. Think less about it. Let her go. Give her to God. Hand her over to God. Don't think about it. Bless her if you can. Maybe not immediately. You might not be able to bless her immediately, but let her go. I have some messages here that will really help you. One of them is called When Loss Teaches Us Love. So loss, when we lose something, that loss, this loss of a friend, and this loss in a lot of ways, you are going through loss. So that will teach you love in some extent. And you can go and listen to that, that message. And then there's another one here that's called Love Through Self-Denial. So this is also to teach you self-denial and to still be able to love in that, in that situation. Yeah, so don't worry. Just thank God for it, that situation. In all things, praise God. Go and listen to that My Love series. You will see wisdom in them.
Yep. Well, there you have it. The place to go to and the place to be is Sunday Adelaja Official. Just go there.
YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. Sunday Adelaja Official on YouTube. You go there, explore, and find answers to your questions. Let's go to the next question from our live audience. Most people don't know you in Nigeria. This person is saying, Dr. Sunday, most people don't know you in Nigeria. And we don't see you working closely with the government. And you're talking of going with many people from all over the world to transform or to reform Nigeria. Is it going to be like an invasion? This is the question.
From that question, we don't see you with the government. Many people don't know you. It's informing me that to be able to do something in the country, in Nigeria, I will need government involvement. That is, I think, the premise that this person is coming from. Maybe, but when the need will come, we will let the government know. That's number one. Number two, people don't know you. Yeah, but when we are on ground and when we begin to do something, even before we come on ground, people will know very fast. That will not be any problem. Then, is it going to be an invasion? What are we going to do? I already have answers to this. If you go to the YouTube and look for Sunday Adelaja Nigeria Transformation Project or Nigerian Transformation Sunday Adelaja, you will see all the plans and how we plan to transform Nigeria when we come. It's definitely going to be an invasion.
All right. Thank you, sir, for the question. Okay, let's go back to our presentation and let's see if we can answer one more question there before we call it a day. Okay. Pastor Sunday, I want to know if hell is a reality or a religious fiction.
Of course it's a reality. I mean, all those people who are saying that it's a religion, it is Christianity that made it up, or it's religion, best for person, that is religion that made it up, they are not considering one factor. Jesus himself spoke about this. I mean, he's the founder of Christianity. He's the Son of God. He's the one that was there in heaven and knows better than everybody. If Jesus speaks about it and says you should avoid it, to run away from it, you better take him serious. It will be too late otherwise.
Yep. Well, you had better take him serious. Jesus himself talked about hell. So it's not just some religious fiction, but it is real. And the faster you take it and you believe it, the better it will be for you. I think that's going to be a wrap for today. Thank you so much for joining us in this episode of Ask Pastor Sunday. We answered a lot of questions. In case you would like to watch this again, you just go to Sunday Adelaja Official and search for Ask Pastor Sunday. You're going to see a whole playlist of all of the videos, and you'll be able to watch this video again. All right, so thank you for being with us. This is Ask Pastor Sunday show. My name is Anojo, and I will be handing over to Dr. Sunday to give his final words and announcement.
Yep, thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
And
yes,
blessings.